tube? What are we doing today? We're going to put what's in this box right there onto there. The hood of our Porsche Cayman. So let's go check out what we got in there. Tripping over stuff. This is a roll of carbon fiber vehicle wrap from Vvivid. And yeah, it's a Vvivid automotive film. And now, I'm going to be transparent. I already made a part of this video. The problem was the vinyl that was sent from Vvivid Vinyl through our good friend at Superculture, unfortunately, didn't have the complete clear plastic protective wrap on top of it. Now this is what I'm talking about. You see this little plastic wrap right here that comes off? You're supposed to peel that off once you're done laying the vinyl down on the car, allowing you to not damage, reduce the chance of damage on the actual vinyl when you're applying it with the felted squeegee. Anyways, we returned the first one, Superculture did. They sent us another one, Vvivid did. That one also didn't have it. I contacted Vvivid directly on this, and although they have a great product and their customer service replied right away, they need to be clear, and I think they are now, but they weren't, so double check on what you're ordering. The second vinyl was ordered not through third party but directly from Vvivid, and they still came in correctly. Vvivid is based out of Canada, and they fulfill some of their orders through a fulfillment manufacturer service or whatever out of here in the United States, and or through whoever Amazon uses. Comes in a Vvivid box, labeled with a Vvivid backing, everything. So the problem is that they don't, or didn't, they may have corrected it, but they didn't disclose that the fulfillment center on the XPO vinyl that's supposed to have that backing on it was not putting, or in the process of cutting, their cutter was removing that plastic film. Well, that's not as advertised, and that's not why we buy it. So we wanted to go the XPO because of that plastic film, because of the protectant and all that. They ended up coming good on it. I had to wait an extra few weeks. That's why we still haven't finished it. But it's here now. It came correctly. Vvivid stepped up. They sent me a new roll at no charge, and an extra roll at no charge, which we'll find something to do with to make good on it. So kudos to them for making good on a mistake, but just double check if you're ordering from Vvivid. Again, great product, but if you're ordering from Vvivid, make sure you call them, and if you're ordering the XPO model vinyl that has that clear protective film that you peel off at the end, that it's on there properly before they ship it out. All right, we're gonna go to the footage I've already did with the first roll of vinyl because it's the same thing, and we're gonna get it on, and you'll see us going through the procedure of putting it on for the first time. So don't forget to follow us. Don't forget to hit the subscribe, the likes, the comments, do all that. I'm also filming on a new camera. I love my Canon M50, but we have picked up another camera that we're working with, and I'm actually going to do a video showing what we're working with, what all of our equipment is for our small channel. We're getting real close to those 500. Ratchet's still sitting on the bench over here getting ready to be raffled off. Let's get into the installation of the vinyl, and we'll come back when it's all done. It's a Vvivid automotive film. It's the gloss carbon fiber. We're going to attempt to match our wing, our carbon fiber wing. That's actually carbon fiber. I know we're going to get criticism. Well, you could have gotten a carbon fiber hood. Well, my reasoning behind not getting the carbon fiber hood is the cost and the weight savings overall. The aluminum hood on the Porsche is not a very heavy hood. I mean, it's extremely light. So we decided to wrap the hood, and we're going to do it ourselves, and we've never done it before. So this should be interesting. So, a couple things to cover. First, we removed our emblem. That's gone. No emblem. Okay, so you want to go ahead and take everything off the hood that you're going to put it back on later. Okay. A couple of steps we took already. The hood has been washed. I buffed it. So I took a compound and buffed the hood. And the reason for that is the hood was ceramic coated. So I wanted to take that ceramic off. So we just gave it just a medium compound buff with a medium aggressive pad. The purple pad from Buff and Shine. And we just went over it. Just single pass to get the ceramic off. So it was nice and tacky or uncoated. And when you touch the paint, you can tell that squeaky clean. Okay? So, there's no coating on the hood, so that way there's no issues with the wrap actually bonding properly. Third step, we took a microfiber towel, just a regular yellow microfiber towel, sprayed it liberally with some all-purpose cleaner, diluted 10-to-1, specifically Meguiar's all-purpose cleaner, diluted 10-to-1. So we had a damp towel, and we went over the whole hood and surrounding areas with that damp towel. We didn't spray the hood directly, we just did that. Went over it with a second drying towel just to make sure it was dry. And then lastly, right before we start, our last step is going to be 50-50 mix of isopropyl alcohol and distilled water. We're just going to spray everything down and wipe that down to take any last bit off right before we start. We're going to work inside the garage. Once we're ready to start, we're going to close the garage door. We don't want any dust, pollen, or anything coming onto that hood while we lay that vinyl down. Once the vinyl is laid down, then we're going to reopen the door so it doesn't get a little too warm in here. And yeah, so a couple things that we have. Not my phone. We're going to need a heat gun to stretch out the vinyl and get it around the corners. We got a couple of microfiber towels. We picked up these gloves on Amazon. They're made by Vvivid. It's for you to basically put on and, when the heat gun's running so you don't char your hand, and also gives you a smooth microfiber edge on your fingers to smooth out the wrap. We picked up a pair of squeegees. They come in pairs also from Amazon. These are like $5-6. And these have a felt bottom so they don't scratch the microfiber. This is our 50-50 alcohol mix. That's one of our razor blades. This is just a breakaway blade. And we use this to cut the foam in our drawers. And this is just a standard box cutter. Now the nice thing about the wrap is it does have a thin protective clear film on top of it to help so you don't scratch when you're laying it down. Came with a couple stickers. She loves Supras and Supramotive. Looked them up. A lot of cool stuff. And we're not sponsored. We never are. This is one of our friends, our very close friends, and we're going to support our longtime friends always. So we're going to get prepped, then we'll get started. All right. So we're going to start. We're going to peel this corner. You see this is up. I'm going to stick it to the top corner of the hood. That way we can peel the entire piece from the underside and let it peel out towards the hood, and hopefully it'll land kind of smooth. That's how I've seen it done. So let's try it out. I'm going to put you on the tripod. I saw, mind you, an experienced person doing this on their own. Well, they can do it. Why can't I? So here we are. So, it's laid down. Now we're going to just try to smooth it out. We're not going to cut anything yet. Okay. Alright. Now that it's laid down, we really don't have any fears of anything getting under there. So, I'm using a squeegee. And we're going to lift up certain areas just to release the air and get this corner done. It makes the most sense. Okay, and you're going to get some fine scratches on the protective film here. There's a thin, like I said, there's a thin protective film. Okay, so what we're trying to do is smooth out the top. Okay, smooth out the top. And as we can smooth out the top, and you see the hood ends here, so I'm going to cut a relief right there with the blade. We're going to let it run. We'll edit through this. One thing I did learn is whenever you're cutting, lift up the vinyl and cut that way. That way you don't hurt anything like yourself, for example. You don't want to hurt yourself. Well, I was fighting it by myself, so my neighbor Carlos, who's also a car guy, came over. He's my next door neighbor. And with two people, you can lift it up and lay it down like a bed sheet. We're going fast through this, so you can see the steps. You can slow it down if you need to. But you start smoothing it out from the center of the hood down. That's how I did it. So from the center line out towards the edges and down towards the corner. This hood is pretty flat on the Porsche, but it does angle down towards the bottom. That's where it gets a little tricky, and we'll see that in a bit. This contour here and here requires heat. So once you get to about right above where the emblem would go, you want to use some heat and then get it pliable, stretch it out over the edge, and use your squeegee to get in these corners. And once that edge is formed, or once this corner is formed, it'll retain that once it cools off. So we're going to trim the excess all the way around and then come back and tuck it under. All right, this is the third one, so the correct one. And as you can see, it laid down the same as I said we're using footage from the original time because I just wanted to get this done. But you see all the scratches, okay? We use a felted squeegee, okay? But it still scratches. So the nice thing about the XPO vinyl is that you can peel it off, and they finally got me the right stuff, like I said before. And you see, look at that. That's after you peel it, that's before. So you simply, it's like a saran wrap. You take it off carefully. And I think I left a couple of air bubbles, but we're gonna go through, but look how shiny that is. I'm gonna go through and touch it up, and then we'll come back and do one last pass. All right, all done. And the badge is back on. That cord is my battery tender. Came out really, really nice. There's that. There's real carbon fiber. It's not the same, but it's pretty darn close. Maybe one day I'll throw $1,600 at a carbon fiber hood. Probably not. But for now, it's a really close match. Came out really nice. Couple of bubbles, real small ones. We're going to get that out with some steam. I don't have my steamer at the moment, so once we do get that, it'll smooth that out. Also, we're coming into spring, summer. I might just see what the Texas heat does to it first and go from there. But yeah, again, double check, make sure they send you the right stuff. When you order directly from Vvivid, call them before they ship your order to make sure and tell them you want it from their direct warehouse for the XPO version of the carbon fiber or any other XPO line, to make sure that plastic film, protective film's on there, because it makes a huge difference. So you do not scratch your vinyl when you're applying it, and then you just peel it off like you saw. That's it. Have a great week. God bless.